So I wanted to do a video about how to actually apply, how to put on the Aloe biocellulose mask. This is such a beautiful mask, and if you're not used to putting it on, it can be a little bit challenging. So I just thought I'd do a little demonstration so it's something easy to refer to. Now for starters, your biocellulose mask, it's going to come in this pouch. You can just rip the top off. Now inside, just be aware that there are lots of beautiful, beautiful oils in here. So you don't want to spill those. You're going to use those later. So when you take the mask out, just leave the pouch upright, prop it up somewhere, make sure that it doesn't spill over. Now your mask is it's got two layers, three layers. It's got two outer layers. So when you open it up, you'll see there's like a face. Now there's eye patches, which if you want to lie down and just relax and have these draped over your eyes, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to be upright, maybe watching television, reading a book, or doing something, then you'll want to take these eye patches off. So what I do to get those is I pinch where they're attached, and then I just gently but firmly pull them off like that. So that's the first thing I start by doing. And you want to save those because in between the outer layers, there is a nice little bit of Aloe biocellulose mask, which you can use on any gappy bits that you might have. Now, the aim of this mask is it's going to adhere really, really nicely to your face. So we're aiming for a really, really, really tight adhesion. There's going to be no flaps or anything like that. The first stage is to kind of do a bit of a plastic bag trick. So kind of rub it a little bit like that to see that there is a layer that you can peel off. So one of the outer layers, a woven outer layer, can be peeled off, and that will reveal the actual mask below. Now that is the side that you're going to put on your face. So I start at the nose and then I position it around the eyes. And this is just roughly to begin with, okay? So this is roughly in place. Now, it's easier if you put your hair up. Oh dear. Anyway, so now you're going to try and do the same plastic bag trick to try and find an opening. There we go. And be able to peel off the other layer, so the outer layer, whilst leaving behind the actual mask. So you've had two outer woven layers that you peeled off. Those can go straight into the recycling bin. And then what you need to do is you need to start around the nose and mouth area and then the eyes, smoothing it into place. Now it's going to come in and it's going to give you a really good adhesion. So you can fold it over. Okay, you can fold it over itself, but you don't want any flappy bits. You don't want this flappy bit, that's doing nothing. You want that to be smooth and folded over your face. Do the same around your nose. And you can see you've got some gaps, so that's where we're going to probably put those little eye patches that we pulled off earlier. And then again, all around the eyes, you can just sort of move the mask. Don't be afraid of being quite firm with it to get it into the right position for you. There are little cuts in the mask so that you can get this good adhesion. So you can fold this bit, because everyone's faces are different shapes. So you just want to keep smoothing until you get basically a really good adhesion. What you don't want is really big gappy bits, because it's not touching your skin then. And what you want is, this mask has got the fibres that have been grown from fermented coconut. Those fibres are infused with all the goodness. It's infused with the seagrass and the aloe vera. It's been dipped in horse chestnut. So we've got all of these nourishing ingredients. And what we want is all of those that are infused within the fibres, these fibres that are 1,000 times thinner than human hair. We want all of those to be as close to the skin as possible, because they're going to get into all the nooks and crannies, all the crevices. Well, actually, by the time you go under a microscope, they're big canyons in your skin. And we want this mask to go in and out of all of those canyons so that we actually are delivering the replenishing, restoring, hydration and moisturization. This is such a deeply restoring mask. This is absolutely beautiful. You'll feel it's really cool. And can you see it's got a really good adhesion. There's not lots of gappy bits. And I can talk and I can move about. I can sort of shake my head around and it's not going to do very much. It's not going to move very much. If I keep talking a lot, move my mouth a lot, then it will start to slip around the mouth area. So that's just my caution. So what I'm going to go and do is go and sit for 20, 30 minutes. It's ideal if you can use this once a week. Preferably you would cleanse first, you might even exfoliate, and then you pop this mask on. And if you've got your little eye patches, you can do exactly the same. You can take off the fibre bits, the woven bits around those fibres that have been grown, and you can pop this maybe in a little gap there around the nose. Some people will pop them on their lips if they don't intend to talk, or you might prefer not to use them at all, but I like to use every last little bit if I can. So there we go. Obviously I could have used the end of my nose as well, that would have worked as well. So, right, oh, that's just slipped. I won't be able to breathe if that goes over my nostril. Right, okay, so I'm going to leave this on now for a good sort of 20, 30 minutes. There's no limit though, you can leave it on as long as you want. What will happen though after about 30 minutes is the mask will start to really dry up because most of the moisture is now in your skin. And actually what happens at that stage is the mask can start to break down and be absorbed by your skin. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. You can do that, no problem at all. But it may start to feel less enjoyable. So I usually leave it on about 30 minutes. These outer woven bits can go straight in the recycling bin. And when I've finished with this mask, all I'm going to do is take it off. This can actually be dug into the soil in your garden because it's fully compostable. And I did mention that there was lots of lovely oils in the pouch, and in the pouch what you're going to want to do, you can do a little bit now if you want, or you can save it all for later, is just pour those oils. There's a lot more than that, I'm just sort of trying to show you. Pour those oils into the palm of your hand and use them. I like to use them over my neck and my décolletage area. I'm not wearing a very sensible top for that, but actually anywhere, you know. So if you've got some after the mask has come off, you might want to pop the oils all over the skin as an extra on your face. You can use them on your arms, anywhere that you want. These oils are just, you don't want to waste a drop basically, because they're all beautiful, beautiful aloe moisturising, nourishing and restoring products. So I hope you enjoy your mask, and that is how it should look. Ta-da!